What is up, guys? EJ here, back with another video, and today it's going to be my DVD collection 2016 and drama part 1. So let's get started. Up first we have 12 Angry Men, a great film from 1957, Sidney Lumet film starring Henry Fonda and George C. Scott. I also have this on the Criterion Collection. Okay, up next we have 12 Years a Slave on Blu-ray from 2013. Yeah, Best Picture winner, directed by Steve McQueen. Yeah, fantastic performance by Chiwetel Ejiofor, Michael Fassbender, Lupita Nyong'o. Yeah, terrific film. Up next we have 21 Grams from 2003. Really good film directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu with Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, and Naomi Watts. Okay, up next we have 25th Hour, Spike Lee film from 2002. Yeah, really good film with Edward Norton spending his last night before he goes to prison. Barry Pepper really good in this film as well. Up next we have Absence of Malice from 1981, I believe, with Paul Newman and Sally Field. Okay, up next we have Adaptation from 2002, really good Spike Jonze film with Charlie Kaufman screenplay, Nicolas Cage, Meryl Streep, Chris Cooper. Yeah, really good film. Up next we have The Age of Innocence from 1993, Martin Scorsese picture, of course, with Daniel Day-Lewis, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Winona Ryder. Okay, up next we have another Scorsese film, one of his early films from 1974, Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, with Ellen Burstyn and Chris Christopherson. Okay, up next we have All About Eve, one of my favorite films of the 1950s. Fantastic performance by Bette Davis, of course, Ann Baxter, George Sanders, and Celeste Holm, also fantastic. Yeah, great movie. Next we have All the King's Men, the 1949 original. Really good film. And I also have the remake from, I think, 2006 with Sean Penn, Jude Law, Kate Winslet, Anthony Hopkins, Mark Ruffalo, Patricia Clarkson, James Gandolfini. Terrific cast. Not as good as the original, but still a decent movie. Up next we have All the President's Men, a classic from 1976. Of course, with Dustin Hoffman and Robert Redford, Woodward and Bernstein, the guys who uncovered the Watergate scandal. Yeah, one of my favorite films of the 70s. Up next we have Always from 1989. Really good Steven Spielberg film with Richard Dreyfuss, Holly Hunter, and John Goodman. Okay, up next we have American Beauty, of course, Best Picture winner from 1999, directed by Sam Mendes. Yeah, fantastic film about an American family. Kevin Spacey, wonderful. Annette Bening, Mina Suvari, Chris Cooper, Wes Bentley, and Thora Birch. Okay, up next we have American History X from 1998. One of my favorite dramas of the 90s. Fantastic performance by Edward Norton, Edward Furlong as well. Just a brilliant movie. Okay, up next we have American Hustle from 2013, I believe. Yeah, really good film by David O. Russell, of course featuring most of his regulars now, Christian Bale, Bradley Cooper, the always sexy Jennifer Lawrence, Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner. Yeah, just a really good film. Okay, up next we have American Sniper from 2014 on Blu-ray. Really good film directed by Clint Eastwood with Bradley Cooper and Sienna Miller. Bradley Cooper, sorry. Okay, up next we have Amores Perros from 2000. Another film by Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu. Really good movie. Good Spanish language film. Okay, up next we have Anonymous from 2011, directed by Roland Emmerich. Yeah, really good film about Shakespeare maybe was kind of a fraud. Really good cast: Reese Ifans, Vanessa Redgraves, Jolie Richardson, David Toulis, who I'm a big fan of actually, Derek Jacobi. Okay, up next we have Argo. Best Picture winner from 2012, directed by Ben Affleck, of course, who stars in the movie. Absolutely love this film. One of my favorite films of that year. Bryan Cranston, John Goodman, wonderful. Alan Arkin, just a really cool film. Ben Affleck's best directed film to date. Up next we have Article 1999, or just Article 99, sorry, from when this came out, I think 1992. Yep, with Ray Liotta, Kiefer Sutherland, really good cast, good movie set in a hospital. Up next we have Atlantic City from 1981, Louis Malle film with Burt Lancaster and Susan Sarandon. Up next we have Atonement from 2007, I believe. Yeah, really good film with James McAvoy, Keira Knightley, and Saoirse Ronan. Okay, up next we have The Aviator from 2004. One of my favorite Martin Scorsese films, of course. Leo DiCaprio, really good as Howard Hughes. Fantastic supporting cast. Kate Blanchett, wonderful as Katharine Hepburn, of course. Kate Beckinsale as Ava Gardner. You got people like Alec Baldwin, Alan Arkin. Is Alan Arkin in this, from what I remember? Yeah, Alan Arkin. Yeah, just a really good cast and just a great movie. Make sure that's back in the right place. Next we have Awakenings. A really good film from 1990 with Robert De Niro and Robin Williams. Okay, up next we have the Baader-Meinhof Complex, great German film from 2008. Just a fantastic movie. Up next we have Babel from 2006, another great movie directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. Great performances by Brad Pitt and Kate Blanchett. Really good film. Up next we have Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon from 1975, gorgeous looking film starring Ryan O'Neal. Make sure that gets back in the right place as well. Next we have the Basketball Diaries from 1996. Early performance by Leo DiCaprio. Really good film directed by Scott Calvert. Really good soundtrack as well to that movie. Up next we have A Beautiful Mind, fantastic Ron Howard film, of course, Best Picture winner in 2001. Russell Crowe probably should have won Best Actor that year as well, but of course he had that dust up prior to the awards, and he won the year before for Gladiator. Jennifer Connelly, Ed Harris, fantastic film. Up next we have Beckett from 1964. Terrific film starring Richard Burton and Peter O'Toole. Alright, so moving down, my back is killing me, my arms are tired, fuck. Okay, next we have The Bells of St. Mary's from 1945 with Bing Crosby and Ingrid Bergman. Another terrific film from the 40s, The Best Years of Our Lives from 1946. Great movie with Myrna Loy, Frederick March, Dana Andrews, and Teresa Wright. Okay, up next we have Big Eyes from 2014 on Blu-ray. Really good Tim Burton film with Amy Adams and Christoph Waltz. Really terrific. I enjoyed that film a lot. Next we have Big Night from 1996, I believe. Really good film directed by Stanley Tucci, who stars in the movie along with Tony Shalhoub, Minnie Driver, Ian Holm, Isabella Rossellini. Really good film if you like food and cooking. Up next we have Birdman of Alcatraz from 1962 featuring Burt Lancaster. Up next we have the weird and pretty wild Black Snake Moan from 2007. Really good film with Samuel L. Jackson and Christina Ricci. Justin Timberlake as well. Okay, up next we have Boiler Room from 2000 with Giovanni Ribisi, Vin Diesel, Nia Long, Nicky Cat. A good appearance by Ben Affleck in this, sort of the lightweight version of Wall Street, if you like. Very cool movie about young stockbrokers. Okay, up next we have Bobby from 2006, I believe. Yeah, great film about the assassination of Robert Kennedy. Terrific cast: Lawrence Fishburne, Heather Graham, Anthony Hopkins, Helen Hunt, Lindsay Lohan, William H. Macy, Demi Moore, Sharon Stone, and Elijah Wood. Okay, up next we have Paul Thomas Anderson's Boogie Nights from 1997. Fantastic movie, of course, one of the best of the 90s. Mark Wahlberg, Burt Reynolds, Heather Graham, Julianne Moore, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Just a fantastic movie. Okay, up next we have The Book Thief on Blu-ray from 2013. Yeah, I enjoyed this film a lot. Jeffrey Rush, Emily Watson, Sophie Nélisse. Really good as the young girl. Yeah, good war drama. Okay, speaking of another war drama, we have Born on the 4th of July. Fantastic film directed by Oliver Stone from 1989 with Tom Cruise, one of his best performances as a Vietnam War veteran. Okay, up next we have Boston Kickout. Yeah, a British film from 1997 with John Sim, Emma McCourt, and Mark Warren. Really good film. It's sort of a party slash crime drama. I remember watching that when I used to work at Tower Records. I was like, "What the hell is this movie?" And it took me a while to find the DVD though. Okay, up next we have Boyhood. Of course, Richard Linklater's groundbreaking film from a couple years ago now, 2014. Fantastic movie. Eller Coltrane, story of his early life, filmed over 11 years. Patricia Arquette, wonderful as the mom, Oscar-winning performance, and of course Ethan Hawke, a Linklater regular as the dad. Yeah, it's coming out on Criterion Collection later this year, I think. Okay, up next we have Boys Town, I believe from 1936. Terrific Spencer Tracy movie with Mickey Rooney. Might be 38, but yeah, I think 1936. One of those two. Okay, up next we have Bringing Out the Dead from 1999. Really underrated Martin Scorsese film with Nicolas Cage, Thomas Sizemore, and Patricia Arquette. Great movie about paramedics. Up next we have Brothers from 2008, I think. Tobey Maguire, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Natalie Portman. All three good actors that I like very much. Good movie, that one. Okay, whatever the hell that was. That's one of the things holding up the shelves. Just fell out. Next we have Lee Daniels the Butler from, I want to say 2013. Yeah, really good film with Forrest Whitaker, of course. Butler at the White House served a number of presidents, played by some interesting actors. John Cusack is Nixon. Who else? Yeah, David Oyelowo in it. Alan Rickman is Reagan, was good. Robin Williams. Yeah, terrific film. Okay, up next we have Butterfield 8 from I want to say 1960. Fantastic performance, of course, by Elizabeth Taylor. Lawrence Harvey. Yeah, really sexy film. Up next we have The Candidate from 1972 with Robert Redford. Okay, up next we have Captain Phillips. Yeah, terrific film from 2013. One of my favorites of that year. Fantastic performance by Tom Hanks. Yeah, really good film about Somali pirates. And yeah, Sully, which I think comes out next week or this week, looks really good as well. Sort of tailor-made for Tom Hanks these days. Up next we have Carnal Knowledge, terrific Mike Nichols film from 1971. Jack Nicholson and Arthur Garfunkel, Anne Margaret and Candice Bergen. Next, we have Cat on a Hot Tin Roof from 1958. Another terrific film with Elizabeth Taylor, Paul Newman, and Burl Ives. Up next, we have The Cat's Meow from 2002. Yeah, really good underrated film by Peter Bogdanovich. Yeah, Kirsten Dunst, Eddie Izzard, who plays Charlie Chaplin in the movie, Edward Herrmann, Carrie Elwes. Fun film. Next, we have Changeling from 2008. Yeah, another film directed by Clint Eastwood that year with Angelina Jolie and John Malkovich. Speaking of Charlie Chaplin, of course, we have Chaplin, the 1992 film with Robert Downey Jr. Fantastic performance by him. Film directed by Richard Attenborough. Up next, we have Charlie Wilson's War, one of my favorite films from 2007, directed by Mike Nichols again. Fantastic performance by Tom Hanks, Julia Roberts, and Phillips Seymour Hoffman. Yeah, just a terrific film. Up next, we have Cinema Paradiso, best foreign language film from 1988. Fantastic movie if you love film. Okay, up next we have Citizen Kane from 1941, Orson Welles' classic, of course, often considered one of the greatest films of all time. Yeah, great film with Joseph Cotten, Orson Welles. Up next we have A Civil Action, a really good film from 1998, good courtroom drama with John Travolta and Robert Duvall. Next, we have Cleopatra from 1963 with Liz Taylor and Richard Burton. Yeah, I watched this film to start off my 24-hour movie marathon from a couple years ago. Up next, we have Closer from 2004, I believe. Another terrific Mike Nichols film with Julia Roberts, Jude Law, Natalie Portman, and Clive Owen. Interesting dialogue in that movie. Up next, we have The Color Purple from 1985. Yeah, tough film to watch. Steven Spielberg movie with Danny Glover, Whoopi Goldberg, and Oprah Winfrey. Okay, up next we have Coming Home from 1978, to a film with Jane Fonda, John Voight, and Bruce Dern. Up next, we have The Company Men on Blu-ray from 2010. Yeah, really good film with Ben Affleck, Chris Cooper, Tommy Lee Jones, Kevin Costner, Maria Bello. Up next, we have The Conspirator from 2011. Yeah, film directed by Robert Redford about the assassination of Abraham Lincoln and the trial of the people who carried out the assassination. Yeah, really terrific performances by James McAvoy, Robin Wright, Kevin Kline, Tom Wilkinson. Up next, we have The Contender, terrific movie from 2000. Great performance by Joan Allen, Jeff Bridges really good as the president, Gary Oldman, and Christian Slater. Okay, up next we have Cool Hand Luke, one of my favorite films of the 1960s. Fantastic performance by Paul Newman. Just a great movie. George Kennedy, wonderful as well. Up next we have The Country Girl from 1954. Grace Kelly won her Best Actress Oscar for this film with Bing Crosby and William Holden. Up next, we have Crash, Paul Haggis's Oscar-winning film from 2005. Terrific all-star cast: Sandra Bullock, Don Cheadle, Matt Dillon, Jennifer Esposito, William Fichtner, Brendan Fraser, Terrence Howard, Tandy Newton, Ryan Philippe, Michael Pena. It's got some powerful moments, but I didn't think it was the best picture of that year, to be honest. Up next, we have Crimes and Misdemeanors, a fantastic Woody Allen film from 1989, one of my favorites by him. And I'm going to end on the C's because we're already up to almost 20 minutes here. We have The Crucible from 1996. Yeah, really good film with Daniel Day-Lewis and Winona Ryder. So that was Drama Part 1. And up next, of course, it will be part 2. So thank you for watching as always. And until next time, I'll see you.
Bond. James Bond.